I got you. See what it looks like without this. Today is Sunday, the 31st. July is past. August. I hope everyone's tolerating the heat. It is blazing across North America right now. I don't remember where else, I'm sure. Global warming or something. Down it. Anyway, today would normally be my scheduled rest and recovery day, but Saturday got askew. My weekends are tough. I mean, everyone's weekends are tough. But at work, we lost a few people, and everyone's been put on the spot to pick up slack, and it makes the other things, your day-to-day, hard. And this weekend was one of those weekends. Yesterday was my rest day. I did a bunch of running around. We did grocery shopping. We went to more stores than I ever want to go to in a day. And I just didn't have it. I could have done it, but I would have put my family out. And I wasn't trying to do that. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I don't see it being a problem. Kempo through my first 90 days was my least favorite workout, and I actually took it out of the program. And through the use of the Cardio X disc, I kind of found my way with it. And now I like it because I can work with the program. I still don't think it's a great cardio program, but it is what you make of it. And at the beginning, I don't know if it was a comfort thing. I just wasn't comfortable doing the moves, so I didn't go at it. Now I do, and I realize that you kind of have to take that mindset to everything, even the workouts that I really like. If you don't go at it with the mindset of all out, then it's not going to be as good as it can be. When we take water breaks, I kind of pride myself on high knees faster than all four folks on the disc. And with Wesley Idol, you can halfway be asleep. Beat that guy. But that's where I go at it. So today was the Kempo, and tomorrow will be day 1 of week 2 of phase 1 of round 2. Where, nothing strangely new to report. I went out for supper on Saturday, and I was outside the parameters of my nutrition plan, and it shows. It's kind of, I don't mind talking about what I smell like, obviously. But I could tell we had went to a Mexican restaurant, which I love. Mexican food, spicy stuff is, whatever. But I can smell it coming out of my skin. It's so weird. And that was yesterday. Good workouts all week. Feel really strong. What amazes me is how I don't feel like any of it got easier. The workouts are still really challenging, and I feel as beat up as I ever have when I do them, and I think that's cool. News to report, though, I talked about a few videos ago where I was no longer, during my little mini round, I was no longer going to use the chair for assistance and chin-ups. And then I was concerned that I was ultimately, here's the short version. I used chair the whole time the first round. And in my little mini round, I was like, I'm not using the chair, I just get what I get. And I've kind of found myself stumbling, where I was like, I'm not using the chair, and I'm only doing like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the day. I was really, really concerned about that. So I'm like, well, if I'm only doing 3 or 4, and I guess I could have had the chair there, but if I do my 3 or 4, I was normally so tired that even with the chair, I would be using all leg and no arms. And I switched my workout log into a like a journal book, because school supplies are on sale and you can get them for like 5 cents. So I grabbed one of those, and I was writing it down. And then when I looked back through it, like all my chin-up numbers were big. No 3s and 4s, 12s, 14s. And I think when we went through chest and back on the second time round, I was still in like the 8 to 10 range, full on assist. So I guess the moral of that little piece is have faith in what you like. If you're struggling and you're pushing hard, change happens. Now I also said that I felt like on the arms, where I was going at the weight so hard, yeah, that's probably still the case. And I'll use that information as I go into the second phase, not to go easier on the arms, but to just remember that that's a part of it. And maybe through the phase 2, I'll keep that chair around. Or maybe I won't need it by the time I get there. I don't know. Like, that change was shocking when I looked through it. Because I remember being kind of put off by no chair and I'm not seeing growth. And then show up for day 1 and do way more than I ever have. And that's that. I've got I got water to drink. I got this little protein bar. This one's not my favorite, but it was what's around when I was out, and that's what I'm having for lunch today. And I'm gonna go hit the shower and pick up my wife and then try to relax, so that tomorrow when I do chest and back, I'm really going at it. Big time. Big time. I had huge numbers. Push-up numbers. I'm going to say this. When I was substituting in the cardio challenge from Supreme 90 Days as an alternate workout to anything that I didn't really feel like doing during my little quarter round thing after my 90 days and before my vacation, mostly yoga, by the way, just because it's yoga's long. It's a high interval training thing, so 30 seconds are really hard, all you can give, and then 30 seconds rest, and then 30 seconds all you got. And at the end of the whole thing, like after you get done doing all of that stuff, the last move is push-ups, regular push-ups. And when you do them like that, and you got the guy sitting there and he's just go, 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 give me all you got, give me all you got, for 30 seconds, which is essentially what Tony asks you to do. Like, I realized I could do a lot more, or I was doing more, and I was shot. Like, I was already working out real hard for 30 minutes when he asked me to do as many push-ups as I could do in 30 seconds, and I realized, like, I kind of kept the counter going, and I think that was kind of a wake-up call for me. And I'm like, I could do more. I didn't really know I could do more. I was keeping up with, or doing the best that I could with P90X, but for some reason when I put in the other one, I did more. And I kind of took that with me coming into this round. Like, I can do more than what I was actually doing. And even though it hurt, and I'm sweating, and I'm dying, and my arms were quivering, there were more in there. So that's my last little nugget of advice for you guys this week, and I'll come back in the middle of the week with a video. Find a way to do more. I don't take pauses. I'd go along with the video, and that's what it is, and I'd keep up fairly well. Towards the end of this week, I was wondering how much more I could do if I actually took those little pauses. Took a mini set break and did as many as I could do, not as many as I could do in the time that little 1 minute window that he gives you. Just a thought. Kid Wiggle to 513. Peace!